This man could be the best bantamweight in Australian MMA by the end of the year. But it's up to him.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is your main event.
Live from HBF Stadium Festival Hall. Melbourne Pavilion.
Not even backstage, we're literally outside.
Was that the best fight card in Australian MMA history?
Call me crazy, but make sure you call me when I'm right.
Be good if the Aussie MMA Instagram page would give us a bit of glow up because we're
Welcome to the Australian MMA podcast. My name is Mitch Tinley, and by my magazine, Australian MMA, issue 1, Quill and Sourkild on the cover. Pre-orders available now. Release date, June 18th. Today's guest is none other than Matty Ian. He's training out of Australian Top Team, and on June 21st, he's getting an opportunity to become the interim Eternal MMA bantamweight champions. He takes on the boogeyman, Conor Birch, who's just an absolute knockout artist. It's Look, a fight that might not get a lot of sort of hype of those who aren't like fully ingrained in the scene. But once again, very similar to what I said in previous fights with Brody Malky and Artie Trepka and all that. I think Matty Ian and Conor Birch in the next sort of couple of years, you're going to look back and go, oh, wow, that fight was sick. Matty Ian, 24, out of Australian Top Team in Sydney under the great Suman Mokhtarian and all those boys there. Suman has said out of all those boys, kind of this kid is the real deal. He's super flowy. You watch a guy move around, spar, hit pads, whatever it is, and you can just tell he's got it. Like he's got flash, but he's also got splash. Like he knows how to get it done. You watch him in fights, and he even says it himself. He finds a way to sort of make it work for him. Like I said, June 21st takes on Conor Birch for the interim Eternal MMA bantamweight championship. The undisputed, I guess now he's technically disputed, the Eternal MMA bantamweight champion Kuya Ito, who got the belt off of Rod Costa. He recently went to Road to UFC. Keeps his belt because it's part of the tournament. He wins, he moves on. I'm assuming eventually signs to the UFC. Then he loses the belt. But because he lost, still technically the eternal champion. So I would imagine that he will fight the winner of this bout. There you go. That's how that works. But yeah, June 21st, Conor Birch, super scary guy. Matty Ian's absolute, he's one to watch. He definitely is. His coach Suman even said that, they all believe he'll be in the UFC by 2026, and at 2-0, that's a pretty massive statement. But I'll tell you what, chatting to Matty Ian, you kind of become a believer too when you hear him. He's got so much determination in his voice, and he believes every word he says. Shout out to our partners for getting the show up and running, VexMMA.com, CombatSportsInsurance.au, and of course, Drillich Combat Academy, home to Australian MMA champion Anthony Drillich and other aspiring athletes. Guys, once again, Australian MMA magazine issue 1. Check it out. Pre-orders available now. Release date June 18th. Ladies and gentlemen, he's taking on Conor Birch June 21st for the Eternal MMA Interim Championship. It's Matty Ian. Ladies and gentlemen, joining me on the show, everyone is very high on this man. Matty Ian with the beautiful locks in Thailand. How are you?
I'm good. How you doing, Mitch?
They're normally in like war mode. I feel like they're in relax mode right now, the hair.
Right now, yeah, just had a shower, kicking back by the pool.
Why the trip to Thailand?
Why the trip to Thailand? We just thought we'd have a bit of a different change of scenery for this camp. We did the first 8 weeks in Sydney, Australian Top Team, and then we finished camp here.
You still Australian Top Team?
Yeah, always Australian Top.
Just like, fuck you guys, I'm going to Thailand.
Nah, the boys came here as well.
Oh yeah, I did. I saw that.
Yeah.
Who made the decision? Like, why'd you guys go? Oh yeah, let's give Thailand, because can you not get shot in Thailand?
Yeah, we're bulletproof anyway. It doesn't matter.
Yeah, no. How did that come about?
No, we just decided it was best for all of us. Fahud didn't even have a fight booked at that point. He just came over just to help with camp. Suman was down for it. Less distractions, more time to focus on training. Small circle with us, and we just came over here and got the work in.
You reckon it's something you'll do all the time?
No plans further than this fight, but I'll probably end up doing camps everywhere. just moving around different places. There's lots of places that I want to go train at around the world, but yeah, Thailand was a spot we decided to go to for this one, and yeah.
When it comes to like training other places, like do you have to? I imagine you don't have to run up past Suman, but like, how do you go about that sort of stuff? Do you go, hey man, I want to go venture out here, or I want to train this? Does it feel bad? Do you feel like you're saying he's not a good coach? Like, how does that conversation go?
No, no. Well, he came here with us, so he was at every single training session with me. He was coaching some of the classes like with me the whole time. He was on the mats with me, training with me. It's not really about me looking to go elsewhere. It's more about the mental side of things. Of like, we just wanted to get her out away from the area, away from a lot of distractions. Sydney is just a busy place, and it's a lot easier to focus here. So
Yeah,
yeah.
it's a unique to obviously early on in your pro career, you've been an amateur for a very long time as well. So you've had a long fight career. Have you ever gone international to train for this period of time before?
Yeah, I've been here a couple of times. I've been here about 3, 4 times before, but this is the first time that I've done it. Like so close to a fight. Usually I'll go here for training camps, not a fight camp.
What's the dieting and stuff like? Is it harder while you're over there, or how are you
Nah,
finding
so
that?
there's meal prepping places on the street here where we stay because I'm staying on the same street like near Tiger Muay Thai, and there's
Yeah.
all the cafes and stuff. Like it's one called Pure Prep, and they cook your meals exactly how you want them, and it's clean food. If anything, it's easier.
That's
Yeah.
sick. And I mean, mate, obviously massive opportunity. Did you think at 2-0 as a pro that it would happen this quickly?
No, it was unexpected, but also I was ready for the UFC before I made my pro debut mentally, so it's not really any phase to me. Like even to me, I'm not even thinking about the belt too much. It's just an opponent. It's another fight. And moving forward, once I win the belt, everyone's just going to be an opponent. I'm not too fussed about the 5 rounds, 3 rounds.
Yeah, and because Conor Birch has been kind of almost like the boogeyman for a little bit, like everyone's kind of been almost scared to call him out or say his name. Are you
Yeah,
impressed with what he's been doing?
yeah, of course, of course. He's been around for a long time. He's the same as me. Had a long amateur career. He's a very well versed opponent. But yeah, I'm not scared of anyone. I heard those things as well. I heard people saying that'd be a good fight between the both of us. And as soon as I heard those whispers, I told Suman to get me a match with Conor Birch. And then here we are.
Is Conor Birch a harder fight than Kuya Ito?
I wouldn't say either of them are harder. They just both have their own troubles that they bring to the cage. They're very different. I wouldn't say one is harder than the other.
Did you watch his road to UFC bout?
Yeah, I watched it.
What were your thoughts?
Vanilla.
Not impressed, eh?
Nah, he's alright. He's a good, he had his moments, but I don't think it was anything special.
And in terms of your preparation, obviously winning bouts is important, but you're also super exciting. Does that play into anything when you go into planning? Like, is it not just about getting the win? It's about like putting on a show, or are you just focusing on the W?
I think it comes along with each other. That's just my style. I've always been like that. I'm a very wild fighter. I make it exciting every time. But game plan is always number one. I'm always like, that's the number one thing, getting the win. But 5 rounds, it's perfect for me. I get better as time goes on. So I feel like if it does make round 4 and 5, that you're just going to see even better version of me.
Are you planning on getting in a scuffle at the weigh-in again, or?
Yeah, that's on him, bro. That's not me. He can make that decision.
Is that how you sort of play your opponents? Like it's sort of like, if you talk shit, I'll talk shit type thing, and other than that, I'll be respectful? Or do you like sort of hyping up the fight?
I know hyping up the fight brings some sort of excitement, so I like to make some sort of show, but it's not about disrespect or anything. It's only if my opponent gets disrespectful is when I stand on business.
And Australian top team obviously built on loyalty as well. How long have you been training there, and what made you first walk into that gym?
I've been there for maybe about 6 years now. So I was kickboxing before that at another gym in Blacktown, which is not too far. It's about 10 minutes from the Australian top team. And then I moved over there. I had 2 or 3 amateur MMA fights out of a kickboxing gym with zero jiu-jitsu. So I was just fucking scrapping with real gloves on. And I found out I needed some jiu-jitsu. And I always had a bit of a connection with Suman and Ash anyway. So then I just got in touch with them. Like I was doing sparring rounds and stuff at their gym, but then I made the full move when I was about 18 years old. So about 6 years ago, and yeah, it was the best sport for her.
Yeah, I was gonna say, how's the sort of the relationship been? Because I feel like Suman from the outside cops a lot of shit, but everyone that trains with him talks about how sort of how much time he'll give you, how much attention, how much like loyalty that is there. What's it like having Suman sort of lead the way?
Yeah, he's been around the game for a long time, and he obsesses over it just as much as I do. He watches fights constantly. He's a MMA book. He knows fights in and out, and he's got a big heart as well. He cares a lot. He's always checking in. He's always making sure everything's fine. He puts his heart and soul into everything that he does. Definitely a great coach. Definitely gives me great game plans every time. And yeah, there's no one else that I would rather train under.
He made this fight about 9 months ago to me. He said he reckons it'll be you and him for the belt, and I was like, what? And so
Yeah,
he
yeah, yeah.
sees it, man. He sees it.
He does the same thing with weight cuts as well. He'll know my weight before I check it. Like
Oh, real?
2 weeks out, he'll like, you're about this weight. You're gonna be this weight on Thursday. You're gonna be about this weight. And he's on the money every single time.
Is it always a good weight, or is it sometimes a bad weight?
Nah, he knows I'm disciplined. He knows I'm disciplined, but still cut a decent amount. So yeah.
Mate, why'd you even get into fighting to begin with? Because and now I know now you're not going to tell me this, but Suman said out of all the big characters, he said out of all the tough guys at ATT, everyone thinks it's Farhood, but apparently he's not as mean out on the streets. He said Matty Ian, he said he's the real deal inside and out. So
Yeah. I don't know. I'm not gonna fake nothing. I don't ever fake a persona, nothing. I stay real and I'm a loyal person and I'll always stand on business. But
why
yeah,
why fighting?
right fighting. I grew up. I was always an athletic kid growing up. I grew up in Blacktown, rough area. I started playing soccer when I was young, and then as soon as I was turned about 11, 12, started getting a bit of altercations, a bit of fighting, and realized I needed to learn how to defend myself because my ball's a bit too big for my body. So I got a lot of heart. So then yeah, when I was about 12, I just started kickboxing, and once I started, I stepped away from soccer and never looked back. And had my first fight when I was about 13 years old, kickboxing, and yeah, I just dove straight into it.
Are
And yeah.
you were you like an angry kid or?
Mm, I'd say I got into a lot of trouble when I was young. Um, a lot of fights and a lot of at school. I wasn't the best behaved kid, and as I got older, the more I got into fighting and stuff, the more disciplined it made me, and it helped me step away from that type of thing. And yeah,
How's all the family and stuff feel about? I mean, are you close with them? How do they feel about you fighting?
yeah. So my two older brothers, they've always been very supportive. They've always pushed it and helped me, like, steered me in the right direction to make sure that I follow my dreams and stuff like that. My parents, my dad has been nothing but supportive the whole way through as well. So I've got definitely a good support base around me. And
What do you do to sort of fill the gaps in other areas? Are you working or?
well, when I was growing up, I was 16, I left school and I did my trade in plumbing. So I pumped that out 4 years. Once I finished that, I was a personal trainer on the side. And the last 2 years, I've just been fighting full time, training and
Wow,
fighting. Yeah.
sick. And is this sort of plan going to how you thought it would be? Is it happening quicker?
Mhm.
Is it happening faster?
Yeah, so I've been writing out how I wanted my future to go since I was about 16 years old. Like I've been sort of planning out, and everything's been going, if not better than I planned it. Like I always told myself I was going to make the UFC before 26 years old, and I'm on par with it, I think. And everything else that's happened has happened, so I think it's going to plan.
And have you had any sort of speed bumps in your career so far? It's been a long career, but any like bad injuries or moments where you thought about walking away?
Well, I had a bit of a break in my amateur career before my pro debut, out of because we wanted to get 10 amateur fights in, and I got to a point where I was not getting any opponents amateur. I had like 4 or 5 pullouts in the span of like 8 months. That kind of got to me mentally, and I made a decision to step away from competing for maybe about a year. Um, after 8 months of pullouts, so then I went traveling around the world, seen a few things, and then I came back as the gym, took my time, and then after 2.5 year break or so, I had my pro debut, and it went well. I don't believe in ring rust, to be honest. I never have. I just think it's about all mental game. It depends on how you feel about it.
And where do you attribute your style? Because I mean, you've got that real sort of flashy, that dexterity in your kicks, and you're real flowy. But where do you attribute your style?
I watch a lot of fighting. Like, I grew up K1 style, so I was always like hands up, left hook, low kick, left hook, high kick. That's how I grew up training, and like I watch a lot of fighting. So I just like fighters, for example, like Matty Ian, Rafael Fiziev, a lot of kick heavy style fighting. And that's why I just make my own style from what I enjoy.
Are you a real student of the game? Like, do you watch a lot of tape?
Yeah, I watch a lot. Like here in Thailand, like literally all we do is train, eat, watch fights, train, eat, watch fights, and like it's the life I live. I wouldn't want to do anything else. I love watching fighting.
Is there any bit of you that has ever, like you said, you traveled the world and all that sort of stuff? Is there a bit of you that misses it at all and goes, "Oh, maybe I should just go on holiday again"?
I'm on holidays right now.
That's fair.
But like,
That's a fair point.
I've got a lot of career goals in mind in the sport that I want to do, and I'm gonna smash it out, and I'm gonna enjoy the process. Like I enjoy every single day, no matter what I'm doing. Like I'm really present, and in training, I'm grateful for what I do. Like I'm actually very blessed in what I do. I don't have to go to a 9 to 5 job. I don't have to wake up and go on a construction site like I used to. I get to wake up and do what I enjoy. So there's no reason for me to want to go traveling or on holidays such.
And if you win the belt, are you going to celebrate it like a championship, or do you treat it like an interim belt and you go? A lot of guys go, "Well, I'm not there yet," or are you going to celebrate this one?
I'm going to celebrate it because to me, mentally, I am the champion. I don't think what has Koyoto done in Eternal? He's had one fight, won the belt, and ran away. Like I don't know. To me, I'm the champion when I win this belt anyway. So, but even like I said before, I'm not too fussed about the belt. I'm more worried about taking heads and having names on my record. And I like the idea of having a target on my back. I want to be that top guy, and then everyone want to fight me. I love that. I love that pressure.
Are there any names out there that sort of interest you? Like, did you watch the sort of maybe the Kasib Murdoch fight versus Liam Gusti? Like, do you keep an eye on other guys around the scene?
Who do you think would be a good fight for me?
You and Kasib.
Yeah, me and Kasib.
Nah, you and Conor Birch is actually it's probably one of the fights I'm looking forward to the most this year as well. Honestly, like I still, and I get a lot of shit for this, but I still think Rod beat Rod Costa. I know that sort of he's sort of been excited to sort of take on some of the younger guys. So I think I floated that fight with you two. That would have been fun as well. But honestly, the you versus Conor Birch, there's not too many times I'm like 100% like that's the fight. Looking forward to it. Like I'd say, I love Kasib, but this Conor Birch fight is because he's got that scary, dangerous power. And he's kind of good everywhere, and you've just sort of like exploded onto the scene. I still talk about the hip bump sweep that you did against Jean. It was oh mate, it was still to this day. It's like I show people all the time. I'm like, see, look, like when I teach like jiu-jitsu classes and stuff, I'm like, look, it works.
And that's my number one thing. I'm always like, I'm like adjusting on the fly. Like I'm very good in the flow of the moment. Like there was a fight in my last fight with Markel, and I was on his back, and he was about to do like one of the Michael Chandler bombs, and like I kind of mid-air, like I've never done this on the mats in the gym at all. Mid-air, he went to jump back, and I jumped off and I threw him. It's like, bro, who the fuck has done that before? You know, like I'm really good at in the flow of the moments to make things not a bad situation, but a 50-50 to turn to my favor. Like I always win those 50-50 battles.
Yeah, you've got real good instincts. Like, what do you think that is? Is it just from being in the gym all the time, or do you reckon you're a bit of a natural?
I would say I'm a natural. Being in the gym, I have great fight instincts. Like I have great reactions. Like I think it's just me being my natural side coming out. Like I'm a fighter in life in general.
And in terms of Australian top team, who's the toughest round at the gym?
Darwin Sugar.
You didn't even think about
it. Yeah, nah, Darwin, the fucking machine of a man. He's got grenades in his hands, so he gives me the hardest rounds. But I look up to him like a fucking dad. Like he teaches me like he's a great guy. Honestly, he was UFC level. He could have made some noise if he made the UFC.
Yeah, whatever happened with that? How come he was on an absolute tear?
I just think it might have been age.
Mm.
If he was a little bit younger, he would have been in the UFC for sure.
And do you ever think he's flirted with it before? But do you ever think Suman would come back?
I would love to. I'd love to see him back. I would love to see him back, but let's see what happens. You're gonna have to ask him that question. You're gonna have to, I can't say too much. He's definitely got the capability for it. He's not too old. He's young.
Mm.
He's still physically fit. He's got abs. If he doesn't train for a year, like he's an animal, and his jiu-jitsu is crazy. His striking's elite. Like he's definitely still a fighter. He just needs to. He's very busy. He's a busy person. He's running the gym. He's looking after us. He's a selfless person. Good.
Dodging bullets. He's a busy man. He's a busy man. Mate,
Yeah.
what's your prediction come June 21st against Conor Birch? Like, are we seeing the judges, or do you think it's going to be quick?
I think we're gonna have a fucking war for the first 3 rounds. He's gonna start wiltering because I'm a durable person. I'm gonna put the pace on. I'm gonna be in his face from the get-go, and I'm gonna put the pace on, and then he's gonna slowly wilter away, and I'm gonna finish him in the 4th or the 5th.
Oof, I love it. And mate, final question before I let you go. After it's all said and done, how does Matty Ian want to be remembered in mixed martial arts?
I'm gonna leave my name in the history books as one of the greatest Australians ever.
Mate, you're the absolute man. Thank you so much for taking the time, and best of luck, and I'll see you June 21st.
Thanks, brother. Appreciate it.
Anytime.